Hey everyone, just wanted to make a video breaking down my thought process when I'm playing Tracer. I feel like this could help people that are new to the character or even having a hard time dialing in just some of those concepts. I'm not exactly the highest ranked player, so this advice isn't going to apply to a good majority of players that are higher ranked, but I think it'll be really helpful for people in like bronze and silver, especially in bronze, because I had such a hard time getting out of bronze with this character, and she's definitely not easy to play. So like, I 100% wouldn't recommend trying to get out of bronze with her if the goal is to get out of bronze. But I feel like once you do start to pick up some fundamentals with her, it'll carry you very far, and you won't have a hard time at bronze anymore. So to break down what I'm doing at the start is I'm going ahead of my team so I can set up on a flank route. Just because, like, when you're playing Tracer, you want to have the element of surprise at all times. You never want to fight someone head on because you have 175 health, you'll just get deleted. Or if you show up too early, the enemy team's going to be looking at you. So you want to wait till they're distracted, ideally, so the tanks are fighting. And right here you can see that I am doing some scouting, so I actually pinged this Roadhog because he's trying to go on a flank. And I'm not doing anything about it besides letting my team know. And then I'm wrapping around here, choosing who to go for, immediately hiding right afterward. Hog tries to go for a hook. So I went in, I tried to make something happen. My play didn't work, so I backed out. And I'm really trying to take cover as soon as I shoot just to mitigate any damage because, like I was saying earlier, this character is super squishy, so you make one wrong move and you're going to get exploded. And so I see the Hog's looking at me, he goes for the hook, I'm backing out. And two, with Tracer, you want to really like dial in how you're using your cooldowns because without recall, Tracer loses a lot of her value. So you can't hard commit. You can kind of poke and move around, but you really don't want to be diving in without recall just because you got to have a way to escape. And also, too, like waiting until you have at least 2 blinks, just because if you go in with no blinks, you're going to have no mobility, you're going to have no escape route with no recall. So just you can see here I'm wrapping back around, but I'm going to be waiting for my cooldowns. So I'm just kind of poking. I have recall right now. I see the Mercy. I get hooked. Recall out of the hook. And you can't always recall out of the hook, but like sometimes it works. As long as he, takes a little long to get the combo off. So you can see I was going in without my recall, but it's kind of assessing the situation, making sure I knew like people aren't looking at me. Like Sierra's not looking at me, so I can go in. Got a little greedy for the kill, and then I think I might end up dying. Yeah. So there was 3 people looking at me, yet I still decided I was going to take that fight, which was pretty stupid. So this is what happens. And like with Tracer, you really want to have good target priority. You want to figure out exactly who you're going to go dive before you make any moves. So like seeing if there's somebody isolated or like a high value target. So like if I have pulse bomb, ideally I'm going to be looking for Mercy because a lot of players, especially in bronze, I think they, you know, the res is a big crutch for people. So if you can get rid of that, it's a huge advantage for your team. Shooting the lamp, kind of taking cover here while I let my health get back. And then I see like this is not a good situation. I have the whole team looking at me. Uh, Half my team died, so I'm just gonna back out, wrap back around, do some scouting. So you can see I'm just trying to be as quiet as possible because I do not want the enemy team to know I'm here. And by disengaging from the fight when I know it's lost, I'm able to set myself up in a ideal position. Like I don't have to die in the fight, go back from spawn. Like I'm already here behind the enemy team, and I'm gonna go for a pulse here. Got bapped. I'm camping out the res because I know Mercy's gonna go for it. She doesn't, so. And then I see Sierra's by herself, not even looking at me, so I'm gonna go try and get this kill. Hog tried to hook. And so the play didn't work. I mean, I got BAP, and I think that's good enough, so kind of just hiding, poking, trying to build up my ult. So you can see my team's wrapping around left here, and I'm in a position where I'm now behind the enemy team. So I see Mercy by herself. She's low. Gonna finish that. Probably should recall here since I'm low health, but did not do that. So lamp's up, shoot the lamp. See BAP is low, Hog's low. And we get the team kill there. So now I'm going to play with my team, just go down mid. I know the team's walking back from spawn, so I don't really need to set up on a deep flank yet. We can see there's a soldier camped out right there, but I don't think we knew that. Or no, that's Reaper. So I'm just looking for a flank route here. I see Reaper trying to kill my soldier, so go help him out. And ideally, like, I think a bronze player would have probably just dove right into that room with the entire enemy team, go for the stick on Mercy while she's rezzing, end up getting a 3k there. But yeah, just choosing like what situations you put yourself in is huge, because like why would you enter a room with the whole enemy team there when you can instead like back out, wait, see what they're gonna do. And because I did that, I ended up getting a 3k, got the Mercy. So I see they're all on the right side here, so I'm seeing on the left to see if that Mercy comes out, but she's not, so I'm gonna wrap around right side here and try and go for a flank. I noticed that my team is dead at this point besides Orisa, and like Orisa's gonna die, so there's no point of diving in there and helping her. Was maybe poking out the Kiri to see if I could get some cooldowns out of her. And that's another big part about playing Tracer too, is knowing when to go in based on cooldowns. So like when your target doesn't have cooldowns, like that's really when you should be trying to engage, because let's say you try to dive a Kiri, she still has Suzu and she has teleport. There's really no point of going for that. But if you see that she uses her Suzu and somebody else, then that's a good opportunity. Here's a good opportunity for a stick. So nobody's looking at me. And like, you see how easy these kills are? It's because I'm behind them. They're not looking at me. So instead of fighting them head on, you always want to be having the element of surprise on them. But yeah, like I was saying with cooldowns, you just want to know what cooldowns the enemy has, because your success rate is going to go way up. I didn't realize there was a Reaper right there. And like knowing your matchups too. Like Reaper does a shit ton of damage at close range, so like I'm trying to stay without that effect, like stay out of that effective range, just because it would be stupid for me to go in there and like see him head on. This Sierra's kind of trolling right now, just like totally isolated from her team. So I'm gonna go for the Mega here. I see the Reaper with no fade, so you know, normally I would chase Reaper with no fade just to get that pick, but like my whole team was there, so there's really no point. And see, I chased him and I got hooked. So like right there, I was like, I had tunnel vision. I saw, oh, this Reaper used fade, I'm gonna kill this Reaper. And I didn't take my time to assess the situation before I went in, so I ended up getting hooked. And now I'm wasting a lot of time trying to get back to my team, and Luckily, the team is we're actually down one here, so like we don't want to do a big engage. So this isn't exactly the best situation because my team isn't here. I see my Orisa's ulting, so Reaper just use a cooldown, get him. See a Kiri over here by herself. I don't know what Mercy's doing. Reaper trolling. So just playing with my team now, moving the bot, just keeping an eye out for enemies behind us, because I can hear their footsteps, and you see Hog's going to try and go for a cheeky little hook here, which I was not fast enough to evade. And like, that's another one of those situations. I saw Hog coming from that window. He just came back from spawn. He's going to have hook, yet I don't think I really respected the threat enough. So like, ideally, you want to see that Hog's coming out, backing out here, because like I was saying, you don't want to fight a Reaper super close up. I see that they're still up here. This is an easy pulse, so go for that. When there's a Mercy on the team, I like to camp out any eliminations I get, just because like the Mercy's probably gonna go for the res, so like if you can wait that out, that's ideal. And when you're going up against Hog too, like you might want to preemptively use your recall, just because like if you're not fast enough or he's faster with his combo than you are, like you're gonna die. Sierra's trolling. Decided not to chase because like Hog was right there with the hook waiting. Trying to get behind everybody. We got beat. Just staying in a safe distance. Hog has no hook, so we're gonna go in on that. And at this point, the game's pretty much over, so yeah, those are my tips. I would say target priority, setting yourself up for a successful flank, knowing when to engage, when to disengage, knowing your matchups, so knowing who you're going up against, what cooldowns they have, are they alone, and just trying to stay ahead of that. And I think if you incorporate all those tips, you could easily get out of bronze, get through silver. I wouldn't know too much because I've only made it up to gold, so those are my tips, and I hope they help.